Greetings, families. I am Dr. Ellen Stein, and I am the director of the Starr Career Development Center. And I have the pleasure of speaking with you today about how we can help your students succeed. I will share with you some information about the center and then introduce you to some of our amazing superstars that can tell you a little bit about how they took advantage of the Starr Career Development Center, as well as all that Baruch has to offer in order to help them with their career success. So the Starr Career Development Center serves over 15,000 undergraduate students, and we provide comprehensive services from the time that students are thinking about coming to Baruch until they graduate, and even working with alumni several years out. So our services contain everything from helping students think about what should they major in, how to create their major, and once they make those important academic decisions, making sure that they have the skills, the knowledge, and the experiences they need to succeed by introducing them to alumni and employers and information sessions and job fairs that help them actually launch. So you may be wondering now, obviously in the time of COVID, how do we maintain all these different services? Well, we have pivoted and gone 100% online. And in just the short time since we started working remotely, we've been able to continue to provide the same outstanding services with at least 60 programs of workshops and employer presentations, 30 employer presentations, continuing also our one-on-one services, workshops, job fairs, etc. So what do employers want, and how can we help students make sure that they are career ready? So we participate in the National Association of Colleges and Employers, and they survey employers all the time, especially now even in the time of COVID, and are asking, what do your students need to have? Students need to be digitally savvy, and goodness knows that everybody has had to pivot and learn how to be digitally savvy in today's world. They also want students who can communicate both in writing and virtually or over the phone, etc. And they want students who can demonstrate leadership, teamwork, problem solving, intercultural fluency, which, by the way, I think is one of the tremendous assets of a Baruch education, because our students get to work across cultures constantly. And this is something that's highly sought after in the workplace. They're also seeking professionalism, and this is something that the Starr Career Development Center truly helps students be prepared for. So how do we do this? We help students think about their major through reflection and exploration activities, career counseling, vocational testing. We help students get involved in the pathway to success. Once they know what they want to major in, we encourage them to get involved in clubs and organizations and start internships. And we help them build the skills they need, their resumes, their interviews, digital interviews now, and how to network at these different events so that they can land the opportunities that they need and launch successfully. And if students need to tweak and refigure or add new skills to their toolkit, Starr's here to help them reflect and explore again. We have a number of leadership programs, and you'll get to hear from students who partook in many of these, that help the students with their leadership and their soft skills. So we have a Peers for Careers program where students are peer mentors to other students, and they provide resume reviews and mock interviews and guide students through workshops. We have our Rising Star Sophomore program, which helps students really jumpstart their professionalism in their sophomore year, as more and more employers have told us they're looking to hire students earlier and earlier in their academic career. We have a phenomenal Passport to Partnership program, which helps our accounting students not only know how to crunch numbers, but to interact with employers and to work on their soft skills. We have the phenomenal Financial Leadership program, and that is a program that has kicked open doors on Wall Street to help our students land front office positions. We have the Max Berger pre-law program that enables students to get involved in all aspects of the legal profession and even give stipends for students who are doing internships in the legal field that are unpaid. And we have our CUNY Edge program that helps students who are on public assistance. And for students who want to make a difference in the world and take internships that are unpaid, we have the Wendy Heyman Public Interest Internship. And we also recognize the challenges that our transfer students face. They have to hit the ground running when they come to Baruch, and so we help them really jumpstart that experience in terms of their career when they get here through the Bridge to Baruch program. As you can see, this is just a snapshot of the activity level that happened this past fall on campus. with the number of appointments and resume reviews and students taking advantage of mock interviews and coming to job fairs and workshops. And we continue to do all of these programs online, and your students can take advantage no matter what modality we'll be in going forward. We also have a very robust online system that we've been using all along called Starr Search, and that helps students 24/7 be able to access jobs and internships, to be able to access portals for doing mock interviews or looking for international opportunities. And we also have an on-campus recruiting program, which, by the way, usually it happens on campus, but we are 100% ready to pivot and have those interviews take place virtually. So your students will not miss a beat in terms of their career development. You want to know about success and how successful have our students been. Of the students that reported in last year's 2019 graduation survey, over 80% of those students were employed or pursuing graduate school. These students, there's something very noteworthy about the difference between the students who are employed and unemployed upon graduation. It's all their level of engagement in using Starr Career Development Center and getting involved in their own career development. The students who were employed had 48% higher attendance rate, 35% more career counseling appointments. They had 35% more internships, and they applied more. They logged into our system 161% more and did more job applications, and it paid off. We have data that suggests from the Department of Labor that students who utilize our services tend to earn on average $3,466 more than those who didn't. So we urge you to ask your student to get involved early and to take advantage of all that Starr has to offer. These are just a sampling of some of the organizations that have recruited with us from 2018. We are still preparing our 2019 data. As you can see, there's a variety of industries and organizations represented. We have a brand new website that your students can take advantage of and that you could check out to learn more about our various offerings. We have many ways where students can take advantage of staying in touch with us through our social media channels. And we have a weekly newsletter that goes out to students, educating them about all the opportunities that we offer. Now, what you've been patiently waiting for is to hear from some of our superstars. So I'm delighted to introduce you to some of our outstanding students to tell you a little bit more about their experiences. So first up, we will have Michael Betancur. Please take it away, Michael.
Thank you, and hello to everyone watching this video, and congratulations to being one step closer to joining the Baruch family. My name is Michael Betancur, and I am a full-time student. I'm a veteran, a parent, and a fellow Bearcat. I transferred to Baruch from Queensborough Community College, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I was welcomed with open arms and immediately took advantage of the many opportunities that the Starr Career Development Center provides, starting with the Bridge to Baruch workshop. I also participated in the career fair where I gained experience talking to recruiters and expanding my network. I'll also participate in the campus club fair where I joined the investment management group, IMG, and was introduced to many of the student-rich organizations present at Baruch. I first learned about the Financial Leadership Program, FLP, by another student which I respect and had applied to participate in the program. And after learning of the many successes of that the alumni students had achieved, I decided to apply and was accepted into the program. The FLP program is really designed to provide real-life experiences in investment banking and provide students with training that they were experienced in a corporate environment, such as training the street and providing them with mentors through the Executives on Campus program. And the program really molds students with the potential and motivation into professionals with the necessary skills to succeed in the financial industry. And it's really been the hands-on experience that I've gained during my time in FLP and through Starr, which has been essential to my financial career development. And the resourceful staff as well, which has been accessible, encouraging, and very helpful with many of the challenges I have faced outside of the program. Baruch's FLP has really provided me with the technical and soft skills needed to succeed and has really provided me a support system I can count on after I graduate. It's a lifelong opportunity that will pay dividends in perpetuity. And this summer, I will be interning as an investment banking analyst intern at the Bank of Montreal with prospects of a full-time offer upon graduation. And with that, I want to introduce you to my fellow colleague, Zoe. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Zoe Saylor, and I'm a graduating senior in the Macaulay Honors Program studying health science and managerial strategies, which is actually a major that I crafted myself. I came into Baruch with an undeclared major, and it remained undeclared for the first year and a half of my undergraduate career. Even after taking a variety of classes and even getting a few internships under my belt, I could not decide what I wanted to study. So I decided to reach out for help and make a career counseling appointment via the Starr Search website. The career counselor gave me career assessment tests to take and spoke to me about my personal and academic likes and dislikes. It was through this appointment that I learned about Baruch's ad hoc major, which is an opportunity for students to craft their own majors by combining two disciplines of their choosing. For me, that was management and the natural sciences. Developing my own major has been a great talking point during networking events or during interviews because it is a way I've been able to show potential employers my independence, my motivation, and my creativity without them even seeing my resume. Because I'm a big proponent of exploration, after finally deciding my major, I got a handful of positions ranging from doing research in an environmental science lab to working as a healthcare financial analyst at an investment firm. After attending the most recent career fair organized by Starr this past fall, I was able to speak with a recruiter from Aetna, which is a health insurance company. After editing my resume and doing interview prep using the skills I was taught during my time as a peer for career, I received a full-time offer for Aetna's 4.5-year rotational general management development program. And I just received news actually that my first rotation is going to be in New York City as a strategic marketing consultant. Starr always provided me with support and guidance while I was developing the confidence I needed to have in myself to pursue all of my academic and professional endeavors. And I have no doubt that Starr will be able to instill the same confidence in your student as they help them every step of the way to all of their successful careers. And with that, I will pass you over to Annmarie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Annmarie Gajdos. I am Macaulay Honors College Scholar, majoring in computer information systems with a concentration in management and musical enterprises and double minors in business law and New York City studies. I participated in a wide range of internships, working at legal firms like Dorsey and Whitney LLP, as well as nonprofits like the David Project and Isaac, and entertainment companies such as iHeartMedia and Warner Music Group. I expanded my horizons as a woman in tech through Whitney, an organization partnered with Cornell Tech that helps aspiring female techies navigate the world of technology. As a result, I was invited to present cybersecurity research at the Central Intelligence Agency and acquired a technology internship at Turner Broadcasting. I credit much of my success to Starr's professional development workshops and programming. I first became acquainted with Starr during my freshman year. I visited the center for a resume review and a mock interview session. By working with Starr advisors, I was able to polish my professional persona and prepare to take on the daunting task of applying for internships. In addition, through Starr's Max Berger Fellowship Program, I was matched to an attorney mentor who had experience working in the entertainment industry. At the time, I was unsure about what professional trajectory was right for me. By working with my mentor, I was able to glean information about the different types of law that I could practice and what type of work environment would be most suitable for me. I went on to share my knowledge of the legal field as the executive vice president and then co-president of the Baruch Pre-Law Society. When I realized that I was interested in interning for a nonprofit called the David Project, Starr's Wendy Heyman Public Interest Fellowship provided me with the necessary funding to be able to support myself while also contributing to a cause that I'm passionate about. I spent 2 consecutive years as a campus outreach intern, where I worked on building internal relationships to facilitate Middle Eastern conflict resolution, sharing my stories and experiences from an experiential learning program in Israel with my peers. These programs, coupled with my leadership positions in campus clubs like Isaac, undergraduate student government, and the Baruch Pre-Law Society, enabled me to develop a strong sense of the public interest work that I wanted to do once I graduated. My professional experiences, which were enhanced by the Starr Career Development Center, led me to earn a 2020 Critical Language Scholarship to study Swahili in Tanzania, as well as a job at Isaac United Kingdom, the largest youth-run nonprofit in the world. However, due to the unfortunate circumstances caused by COVID-19, both of these programs were suspended. Luckily, one of the most important lessons that my time at Baruch has taught me is how to be adaptable and solution-oriented, even in times of immense uncertainty. Thus, I have pivoted my focus and decided to spend a gap year working as a paralegal before attending law school. I intend to work on international human rights issues, using my background in computer information systems to address the role that technology plays in solving critical issues across the globe. On the side, I hope to work as a pro bono legal consultant for small up-and-coming musicians in the entertainment industry. I am excited about what the future will bring for me, as well as what it will bring for our prospective Baruch Bearcats. One of the most amazing aspects of being a Baruch student is the strong community that one can discover here, whether it's through Starr, student life, or just somebody that you happen to bump into in the hallway. Baruch staff are always ready and willing to help you succeed professionally. And with that, I'll bring it back to Dr. Stein.
I think you'll agree that our superstars had so much to offer and took advantage of everything that the college has to offer. And we know that your student too can be our next superstar if they take advantage of all that the college and the Starr Career Development Center have to offer. We would love to feature them at our upcoming presentation when they graduate in 2024. So with that said, we want to welcome you to the Baruch community, and we hope that your student will take advantage of all that we have to offer and have a wonderful and fruitful career, both at Baruch and beyond. Thank you very much, and all the best.